Yael Naim, is an Israeli-French singer-songwriter. She rose to fame in 2008 in the US after her hit single New Soul was used by Apple in an advertising campaign for its MacBook Air. The song peaked at number 7 on the Billboard Hot 100. Biography: Yael Naim was born in Paris, France to Sephardic Jewish immigrants from Tunisia. At the age of 4, she moved with her family to Ramat HaSharon, Israel, where she spent the rest of her childhood. She served in the Israel Defense Forces as a soloist in the Israeli Air Force Orchestra. She began her singing career with a part in the musical Les 10 Commandments, and her first solo album, In a Man's Womb, was released in 2001. She also sang the song You Disappear by Bruno Coulet for the film Harrison's Flowers. In her early work, she was credited simply as Yael. She also performed a duet with Din Din Aviv titled Mashmoyot. Naim joined with percussionist David Donatian and, over a period of 2 years, they arranged and recorded 13 of Naim's songs in a studio in her apartment in Paris. These were released as her second album, Yael Naim, on October 22, 2007, on the Tartiu Tard label. The songs are in French, English and Hebrew and received critical acclaim. The album entered the French album chart at number 11 the week after its release. Her style has been described as having a touch of folk and a touch of jazz, with mysterious and evocative words sung with a delicate and intentionally husky voice. In January 2008, Apple featured her song New Soul in its debut commercial for the MacBook Air laptop. Steve Jobs himself picked the song New Soul for the launch of the MacBook Air. Owing to high U.S. digital sales, the song debuted on the Billboard Hot 100 for the chart week of February 16, 2008, at number 9, becoming Naim's first U.S. top 10 single, and making her the first Israeli solo artist to ever have a top 10 hit in the United States. New Soul moved up to number 7 the following week. The song was also featured on the soundtrack of the movies The House Bunny and Wild Target. Her third album was released in November 2010. The first single from this new record was Go to the River. Discography Studio albums Singles 2001 €You Disappear, 2001 €Do I Do, 2001 Avril, 2007 Toxic, 2008 Too Long, 2009 Far Far, 2010 Go to the River, 2010 The Only One, 2011 Come Home, 2015 Dream in My Head, 2015 Coward. Awards and nominations. Television: Naim's voice was used in a season 21 episode of The Simpsons, entitled The Greatest Story Ever Told. She voiced Dorrit, the niece of an Israeli tour guide named Jacob. Her single Come Home was in an episode of season 7 of Grey's Anatomy and in episode 6 of the ABC Family series Switched at Birth. Also, her cover of Irene Cara's Flashdance was used in the promotion video of The Voice UK in 2014. Philanthropy: on the 27th November 2015, she participated together with Nolwenn Leroy and Karma copyright Leah Jordana at the National Memorial Day for the victims of the November 2015 Paris attack, singing the song Oe Quandon and K Lama from Jacques Brel. References. External links: official website, official blog, Yael Naim's New Soul Review on Daily Music Guide, official biography, Yael Naim at AllMusic. Nice to meet you. Article about Yael Naim on NRGL, Oe Apple MacBook Air commercial video song by Yael Naim, Yael Naim at NPR Music, Cinderella song interview with Yael Naim in Haaretz by Tutor Wald.